Out to short. Martin. Throw to first is in time. 1 out, base is empty. And a liner out into right center for a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Devers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw there. Safe. And that is cut on and missed. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now batting Tristan Casas. Doubled his first time up. Runner takes off for third. Here's a high chopper. Mead. And that is the inning. And the Red Sox. 2 outs, base is empty. Martin measures 6 feet 2 inches. 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one's in there. And that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Runner breaks for 3rd. Pitch outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. First and second, 1 out. Martin, the next to hit. 3 for 3's doubled twice and singled. And that one hammered. That's back. That's long gone.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
So 2 down, and the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. This could end it. Swings here and blasts one left field. Into the monster seats and gone.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Curtis Mead stepping in now for the Yankees. To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Had a great showing in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run. Chris Martin has been on. And now Austin Wells. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Heel back to work. Fought off foul. Martin with an impressive show of speed in his last game, swiping 3 bags. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now a chance to...
Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Throw, and they got him.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you got to make sure that you can...
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Buxton ranges back. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. His second homer this series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's one. Over to first, safe. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And no one can get there. And the go-ahead run is on base. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the red.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Ruiz snags it. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they take a 2-run lead. 2 outs, nobody on. Here is Aaron Judge. 1 strike away. That one blasted deep to right. Hops over the wall and knocks it on him. Go ahead run on base. Here's the left fielder, Yuri Ruiz. On the ground to short. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. A rally in the top of the 9th, and we've got a whole new ball game. We are tied 2-2. 2 on, 1 out. At the plate, Jorbit Bibas. On the ground to short, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Throw is high and over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. And now the DH, Austin Martin.
No, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on him for a little while. And
whips it to Casas. They limit the damage here. So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. On the ground to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees even this series up at a game apiece. Martin with a valiant. One down. Chris Martin digs in now. Drove in both of their runs last night. Fastball for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swung on. Belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. Pickoff throw. Martin back in on the dive.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. Back to the top of the lineup. Now up as the Yankees DH, Austin Martin. This one popped up. Martin right there to make the grab. And that 2 out, space is empty. That one ripped right center field. Way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He'll touch them all. It's 9-5. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Garrett Hampson. Ground ball right side. It squirts through.
Relay. 3.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. It's Aaron Judge now. Line drive. Hauls it in to end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. That one ripped. Way back there. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 11-8. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Martin. On to first. They get the out on Muncy. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Chris Martin. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Gone!
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Swing and a chopper out to short. The throw to first, and that is that. So no run. So they're all loaded up. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. Martin with a Chris Martin delivered some. Here comes Max Muncy. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Montas back to work. Chris Martin leading things off and takes a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one is hammered right field. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Now around second, going for third. Not in time. He's safe. Runner in scoring position. No out. Back inside Fenway Park. All set for the start of the inning. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Out to short. Martin. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number one. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Here's 0-1. Ground ball, could be two. Wide throw, and it gets away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. One out, base is empty.
Number 5, shortstop Chris Martin.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there.